my spark for it. But tonight's not about me. This is about fighters who have still got their spot and are actively still fighting with it and protecting it. And we've got two very eager opponents. We've got two very, very eager opponents. We got the young prospect.
Champion, that's what it is. I'm fully deserved as well.
We've got the young prospect, Blake Bolingbroke, and Andy Diaz. Here we've got Blake.
Coming out to the hardest fight gigs.
So Blake training under Caden Scotty, the golden boy of their group.
It looks fantastic. He's got clear rares on. You know, he's got his blue and red trunks on with
his own main event tonight.
And he looks a bar. He's got a fantastic fan base as well.
We've got Blake's sponsors, Moorcock Compliance Solutions, and AW Brickwork.
So the opponent is just turning up. He's ready to make the stage. This, in my eyes, could be fight night.
I believe so heavily. So we got the young prospect versus a guy who I've seen make it a nightmare for everyone in there with him. So this really could be a case of...
It's his IQ that does it, isn't it? It's his IQ. The way he can make you manoeuvre the ring where you don't want to.
We could be looking at here an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. Whoever is which, we'll leave that to decide.
These are the kind of fights you come to see, these main events, because this really will be, you know, 50-50. It will be somebody that really wants it versus somebody that will not give up. I'm going to let you guys take over because the main man, Damien Hooker, who is the main matchmaker, deserves a spot at the main event. So we're on to the main event now, people.
So Damien, we were just saying a second ago, we think this could be a case of unstoppable object versus immovable force. Who do you think is which?
It's a difficult fight because Diaz is a tough guy. He's fighting out Paul Dealer. He's beat Destiny Conti already. But I highly rate Blake, and I think Blake's going places. And I think for a 17-year-old lad, I think, and I've seen a lot of unlicensed fighters that have gone on to pros. I think Blake's a British champion at some point.
It would be a shock if he didn't turn pro. To be as young as he is and to perform the way he does, it's out of this world.
I've had guys on shows, I've had Kev Conception, I've had Sam Egginton, I've had I can't remember his surname now, that he was compound champion on Stoke. I've had many pros on the shows that have been pro or they've been pro after, and I think I rate Blake very highly. But Andy Diaz, the one fight I've seen him is against Destiny, and Destiny is no muppet, as we know. This could be a big test of Blake.
I believe so.
And it's at 11 stone. Blake's more comfortable at 10-7.
Yeah. He's enjoying being main event. This is going to be a good fight.
So what, before we get onto this, because obviously I've not spoken to you since the fight, Ash Cross versus AJ. How did you score that?
I think that was pretty fair, to be honest. I said AJ slightly edged the first 2 rounds, and if it's using the same type of scoring system I think it is, that puts AJ up by 2 points, and then the knockdown in the last round puts the final round at 10-8 to Ash. So draw.
I mean, it all depends on how the rest decides it, because the rest is scoring it, but it's my understanding the 3-round fight at 10-8 round doesn't exist. It's only a 10-9.
Sorry, mate, you're going to have to repeat that because the crowd here is too electric tonight.
So my understanding is in the 3-round fight, you don't have a 10-8, you only have a 10-9 for a knockdown. Which in that case, AJ's won it. So just a fair bit of controversy in, because that, to me, is a rematch written all over it.
Yeah. I think with the amount of tickets those guys sell and with how crazy the fans are tonight, it'd be a shame if that wasn't a rematch.
Yeah. So we're calling on early Ashton. Rematch Ash Cross versus AJ. That has to happen.
Yeah, I believe so.
But let's get on to the main event tonight.
Diaz looking to start off strong. Blake taking a defensive. Not for long. Very clean movement from the two. Both in opposite stances. Oh, a switcher. Very annoying to deal with. Is it going to be too tricky to figure out, or is Blake going to line his shots nicely?
How many rounds are we? 4?
4 or 5, yeah. So that there is the key in all these southpaw versus orthodox fights. Step towards your jab, bring that backhand with you. You will find it a lot of the time. And then use that for trap setting. Step towards your inside instead. It's not going to be an easy fight for either lad.
These are the sorts of fights that someone like Blake
Very
needs,
nice head movement.
for the potential that we think he's got.
To build him up to where he should be, yeah.
He doesn't need easy fights, he needs tough fights.
So we've got adult strength versus young and hungry.
I knows Diaz, I feel like Diaz isn't exactly a full-grown bloke there, he's still a young lad.
No, if I was to take a guess, I'd say about 26.
Do you think? I don't know if he's as old as that.
Maybe younger, maybe like 22. But he's at least got about 3 years on Blake.
Kanan's done a good job with Blake. He's his lead charge of his stable, basically, isn't he?
Yeah. So he did well to take those shots. It's rare to see because he's actually stepping inside towards his opponent's backhand.
Well, Blake's gone to the corner laughing as if he thinks he's won that round comfortably. I think he's potentially won the round, not as comfortably as maybe he thinks.
I don't think it was a case of showboating there. I think it was a case of acknowledgement, like, all right, you aren't going to give me an easy time. This is going to be a good fight. That's what I wanted, a real test. Because in my mind, he's yet to have a proper test yet. Someone that can sit there with him and box with him.
I mean, he's asked for him. He's asked for Liam A. Wood, your stablemate. He's asked for Taylor Gregg. He's not shy of asking for the big fights.
Yeah.
So he's got the confidence. But is he overlooking Diaz? That's the thing.
Maybe. Looking too far ahead into future fights instead of the one right in front. Time will tell.
Bonus 10 seconds. Bonus.
He needs to bring that jab a bit higher. Or feint it low and then pull it up last second. I'd say preferably keep his rear hand a bit tighter as well. Even though we're being in opposite stances. Ooh, big exchange.
That looked like Blake got caught there.
Big exchange.
Oh, and so did Diaz. Someone's going to go over in this round.
That wasn't a punch though. It won't be a knockdown. It won't be a knockdown because that was not a punch.
But I felt both guys took big shots there.
It was a showcase of strength and intimidation, but it was not a punch, so it will not be scored as a knockdown.
Both guys took a shot.
Here's where the emotion comes into it though. Is the youth going to result in emotion taking over, or is he going to be able to maintain it with maturity? Doing very well to take those shots. Very clean boxing from Diaz. Must be used to fighting orthodox. Both stumbled a bit.
I think the longer this fight goes on, Blake may take over in later rounds. It probably suits him over a longer distance.
I think so, yeah. I'd say Diaz has got a bit more strength, but the longer this fight goes, the more that's going to punish him. As long as Blake can keep defending himself and keep moving, this lad will tire out. He's playing a nice game with his lead hand, faking it low and high. I'd say fake low and then left hook high. It's the same body mechanics, it comes out seamless. Big drop, big knockdown. That was beautifully timed.
That was just a counter. That was a counter shot. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt. He was caught. He was off balance. He's knocked over.
Saved by the bell.
Hurt. It's a genuine knockdown, but he's not hurt from it.
Yeah. That's what it is. Precision. Precision beats power. Timing beats strength. Or timing beats speed. Sorry, my fault. So that's not going to be the end of the fight, but it is going to make a difference in the fight. The pace going forwards now, it's set to Blake's now. He's set the pace.
Blake will know now he can knock him over.
He's got the strength for it. He's got the precision for it.
And behind us, we've still got Jack P and Sam going at each other.
Diaz looks disheartened from that. He knows he needs to claw it back. Still a close fight. With how the last one was scored, this one could be scored similar. Very close. And with the type of strength these lads are packing for their weight, they both got a puncher's chance.
I would say Blake's won the first round.
Yeah.
The knockdown second round, so is that Blake 3 rounds up?
Yeah.
Let's see if that's consistent with the earlier fight.
But with the power they've both got for their weight, ooh, yep. He's like a shark. He saw the blood and now he's hungry. Saw the blood in the water and now he's going for the kill. I think that style suits him comfortably, being a pressure fighter. If you're comfortable fighting at that pace and your opponent's not, always force him into it, because you will adapt better than what they will.
So if you're Liam Haywood and you're watching this fight, Liam, sorry, I'm not trying to call you out. If you're Liam Haywood and you're watching this fight, what are you looking at Blake where you think, okay, I can take advantage of that?
From my point of view, steps to the same side every time. You would have thought, it's rare to see, I'm actually surprised he's doing it for this fight. When you're fighting someone in the opposite stance, you want to step to their outside, but he's consistently stepping to the inside, and that's because he's got a really sneaky little shot with that right hook. The way that he throws it, it doesn't come out wide like how most people throw it on these unlicensed shows. He slips it in through the guard somehow. And it's hard to find that gap when you step into their inside. Usually you need to step to the outside for it. Been a fantastic fight so far.
Yeah.
Not one of them is scared to get hit, and not that one of them is scared to give a hit.
I feel like this is one of those fights where Blake's winning the fight,
but he's not going to be given an easy time. Yeah. I think that agrees with what I was saying earlier about when he was laughing. That's signalling, yeah, it's a good fight. Bit of foul play. That could be foul play, or that could just be tension building and not hearing the bell. At the moment, I think we're leaning towards foul play, but the look on Diaz's face says he didn't really mean to do that.
So I know Destiny desperately wants to rematch with Diaz. But if you're Destiny and the fight's there for Blake, do you think, do I need Diaz?
Well, that's who he was originally supposed to call out instead of being stupid. But I don't think that's a fight Blake will even consider in the same light I have, knowing that Destiny only sold 5 tickets. So you can't aim for fights this big when you've got no following. As unfortunate as it is in this sport, you need to be in the limelight. You need to get yourself known. And if you're fighting on 2 shows in one night and you're only selling tickets for the other show, you're not going to get big fights on the other show.
No. Okay, I agree with that.
Because the person that you're calling out, they've got nothing to gain from it.
Exactly that. You've got to make it so that it's a weighing scale, isn't it? And it needs to be only just either way.
You want to get something from it. Be it popularity, money.
A brilliant example is Amari obviously wants him to Cryptic is a fight unit regular, wants to get onto the Misfit shows. So we're trying to get in them big fights against the people that are on them celebrity type things.
Blake just wants to stand there and get it done.
Think, do I want to fight someone that's going to beat me?
Yeah, it's one of the luxuries and responsibilities that champions unfortunately get burdened with. You don't have a choice who you get to fight. You don't get to...
Yeah, well, sometimes with boxing, it's a case of, it's not how good you are, it's who you know.
Yeah. The entire venue is going crazy for Andy Diaz. But I think for me so far, young Blake Bolingbroke has completely taken this fight. Yeah, it's getting really close in this round though. They are both going for
Blake's
blood.
Winning the fight, but he's not winning with comfortable. He's winning the rounds.
Yeah, I'd agree. He's winning, but he has to step out of his comfort zone to do it.
Yeah.
But no one's comfortable fighting southpaws. Even if they say they are, they're lying.
I absolutely know somebody that was comfortable fighting southpaw. I've been trying to get him back on the shows for a long while.
This could go either way if both fighters keep dropping their hands. Proper scrap. There could be one more round, we don't know yet. That sounds like the last fight.
4 rounds. They're lifting Diaz in the air.
It was a war.
I don't personally believe Diaz has won a single round though.
That's just a show of intimidation from the other team. They always like to do it, a lot of these teams. They throw the other guy up in the air, but that doesn't bias the ref's decision at all. You celebrating your guy's win premature isn't going to change the fact that he hasn't won. But we could be wrong. They could call it a draw. They could give it Diaz.
My opinion, Blake's won every round.
Absolutely. Maybe you could argue Diaz won one, but aside from that, Blake all the way. Even then, I'm not even sure if I'd give Diaz the 1 round. From what I saw there, to my own analysis of the fight, Blake's won.
But even with Blake winning, he hasn't bossed it as such. Diaz has made himself a credible competitor in that fight.
Everyone, I'd like you to remember as well, this lad's journey is only just beginning. With how young he is, being the main event on an Ashton promotion show, already a fight unit champion, already winning the belt on another motor point, I'm pretty sure. And now, potentially the EBF belt.
After 4 rounds of championship boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. He scores the bout with your winner and the new European Boxing Federation Military Super Welterweight Champion, Blake.
I think that's very well deserved. No downplay or disrespect to the other fighter, but Blake just did more to win that.
Yeah,
what a fantastic fight.
I agree, it was a good fight. Andy Diaz is a good
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing off. I'll hand you back over to Sam.
Again, another fantastic fight there. Blake absolutely smashed it. Obviously, big commiserations to his opponent. Trained by Paul Subtext Daly at Dojo Legacy.
I think Diaz has made a very good fight out of that, but Blake's going to take some beating.
I mean, he definitely could have boxed better, but I don't think he was used to that sort of fighter.
17-year-old, still unbeaten.
Well, if you put it that way,
everybody that comes in front of him.
There's so much room to improve on that. Absolutely, like 17 years old. Look at him. He's in the main stage. He's got 2 belts.
He's a double champion at 17-year-old.
What was you doing at 17?
What was I doing at 17?
Yeah.
Fighting the banks of the ocean.
I think I was fighting sleep. I was a Grand Theft Auto, maybe, but fantastic. But that's incredible for him. You know, like 17, and there's still people my age that want to be in that ring and even just be, you know, have it, let alone be double champion. at
He's a
17.
talent. We've got to match him and give the tough
Match him
fights
right.
without going too fast for him. At 17-year-old, the people he's beating, I genuinely think Blake's winning a British champion as a pro.
What's it, British Championship Pro, yeah?
He'll make a British champion as a pro.
Well, a lot of these fighters that they might fight have been pros, haven't they? Like, they have been on the scene. They have been, you know, done the domestic shows.
We've had the likes of Brendan Urquhart fighting Gary Reid, fighting Kev Concepcion, fighting Sam Eggenson. Them sort of fighters, where Brendan was a knockout puncher, Blake's more talented.
I say that Blake probably needs to work a little bit more on his power and his delivery as he comes forward.